Hi, I'm Melanie from Nova Scotia, Canada, and this is Adventures in Groceryland. This is this week's grocery video, and I did a stock up, including using all of my fast fuel coupons that I'd been saving. I did a $10 Scene Point redemption, and I made a very large Food Hero order. Check out everything that we got. Don't forget at the end of the video to let me know your thoughts. I love reading your comments. This is interesting. So this is a special offer marked down to $5.99, and they all have $2 off stickers on top of them. And this is a limited edition, lemon and rosemary. I've never had that before, and I think I would like to try it. This week I spent $54.57, and from the items that you see here on the counter, you can tell that this was a stock up. And you're probably thinking I'm crazy, more burgers, even though we bought burgers. Hear me out. I did a fast fuel coupon redemption and a $10 Scene Point redemption, and ended up getting those burgers for a crazy low price. When you think about the burgers that we typically buy, so I know I can easily make my own burgers, but there's some that the Handsome One really likes. They're these hot jalapeno burgers. But when you look at the size of those jalapeno burgers, I mean, sure, that's great for one meal, and you're having a very small side to go with it because they're really large. They're 6-ounce burgers. But when you're thinking like a family barbecue, where there might be a bunch of people bringing different sides, when you've got potato salad and a couple pasta salads and maybe a veggie tray, and people are going along and they're taking a little bit of everything, a 6-ounce burger is just way too big, ginormous for when you're thinking about something like this. So I saw these traditional beef burgers. We've had these before. We like them. They are 4-ounce burgers. This is just the standard basic compliments burger. Let's take a look at the ingredients here. I always like to show that. So we are beef, water, toasted wheat crumbs, salt, spice extracts, garlic powder, natural flavors, and onion powder. So no ingredients in these that you cannot pronounce or you do not know what it is. So that sets it up to start good for me. These were on sale for $7.97 in the Foodland flyer if you showed your Scene card. So these were member only special. Swipe your Scene card and you could get them for $7.97. I think that's a great buy for a 907 gram box of burgers. That's 2 pounds. So that works out to about $4 a pound if you were looking at just the meat. Someone's already taken the time to make these, and there's no chemicals or preservatives in it that I don't know what they are. So that sets it out right for me. So I was turning this over in my mind and turning it over in my mind. I knew that this was a great deal, and I wasn't planning on buying any of these. And then kind of at the very last minute, I was in town the very last day of the sale, and I decided to redeem points for these. It wasn't in my plan to spend money. So I went through quickly, just kind of mental math, quickly looking at my fast fuel coupons, and I had around $20 worth. So 8, 16, 24. If I used my fast fuel coupons, I could buy 3 boxes and I'd be paying $4 out of pocket. If I bought 4 boxes, that bumps that up to $32. I could use my $20 fast fuel. I could use a $10 redemption for my Scene Points and spend under $2 to get these 4 boxes. So that's what I decided to do. I'm going to show my receipt here. So you can see the instant savings because I was a Scene member. I redeemed the 1,000 points you see there at the bottom. The subtotal was $21.96, and then all of my fuel coupon redemptions, and at the very bottom, you see right here, the tender that I paid on my MasterCard was $1.81. So I feel like that was I try to be smart about using even the things that I have for free. I try not to be reckless with it. I try to be thoughtful about how I'm going to redeem those points. So I thought that was a really, really smart way to use the fast fuel coupons in conjunction with some of my scene points and to get burgers that would be more for potluck style if we were having any summer barbecues, because those might be coming up sooner than what I think. Although it's been raining really grossly lately, I'm hoping for nicer summer weather and again some family and friend style functions. So I'm really quite pleased that I was able to get this. There was lots of room in the freezer for them. We've been doing great on eating down the freezer and reorganizing it. So that was purchase number one, last day of the old sale flyer. I then decided to pick up some crackers. Superstore has a hit of the month, Triscuit crackers for $2. So I picked up 3 different boxes, but I got some unique flavors, seasoned with dill, sea salt, and olive oil. Never tried it before. Zesty jalapeno. I'm pretty sure we have had these ones before. And actually, when you're talking about Triscuits, I really like these little thin triangle ones. They're my favorite. But they only had the one flavor when I was in there. And smoked Gouda. Again, another kind that I've not had before. Coming into a time where, hoping to get into some more charcuterie style boards or just some cut things like pepperoni and cheese and crackers. So happy with that. That was $6. I shopped at Bargain Harleys. I got a great buy on some olives. These are black olives. They were $1.44, and I would have bought more cans, but this was the one and only can of black ones. So $1.44, and then I kind of splurged. This pasta, I've never seen this packaging before. I never noticed either. This says Dolce & Gabbana. I'm not sure really why it says that. This is Pastifico. And I actually looked up this company because I thought this packaging was really, really interesting. This is quite a big company in the area where this is produced. Been around for generations in Italy. And I really don't know much about pasta, except I buy cheap pasta when it's on sale. This wasn't super expensive, $2.88. But I don't know. I just thought maybe I would try it and see if when I'm buying more expensive pastas, if it makes a difference to what it tastes like. They actually had some of this in spaghetti as well. I got the linguine. I don't know. Sometimes you just get wooed by things. Look at this packaging. It's pretty cute. I know I shouldn't let this sway me, but it totally swayed me. And I just really wanted to try it. Look at that little family. They look happy. I feel like I'm going to be happy when I'm eating that. So I bought those 2 things at Bargain Harleys. And I was in Soies and I got this Boursin cheese. It's a special edition, lemon and rosemary, and I got it for $3.99. And the someone and I are both very curious about this. I'd never even heard of it before. I don't know. I like things lemon. He doesn't like things that are too lemony, but we'll try this. And then I had another opportunity to do another big Food Hero purchase. I just got the notification that Food Hero had updated. So they update at 10 o'clock in the morning and 3:30 in the afternoon. And they only post 2 times a day. So if they don't have anything new to add, that store just simply wouldn't have any new updates. So I typically try to keep my eyes open for the posts and take a look. And this was the Foodland, for anyone local. This one was the Foodland in Colebrook. It's my preferred Foodland to shop at. It's not the closest one to my house anymore, but it is still in an area that I highly frequent. So I opened it up and right away I got notification that there was another coupon, discount code, that if I spent $40, I could save $5. So I thought, I wonder if there's anything any good. And I opened it up and it had quite a few club packs of lean ground beef. So I quickly calculated. So don't worry about the prices that you see on the package. That's not what I paid. But I quickly calculated out what they were charging for the package. And you always know in Food Hero how many pounds or grams are in the package that you're buying because they list it. And it worked out that it was $3.75 for lean ground beef. And I thought that was a very good price for now. For now being June of 2025, $3.75 is a very good price. And there was enough club packs that it almost got me to the $40 mark alone. So I grabbed these 4 big club packs, and then I topped up with the pork loin sirloin chops. That's boneless. And this is AAA stewing beef. Of course, that's all stewing beef is also boneless. And the grand total came to $38.45, and that includes that wretched $1.79 service fee. Still annoying. I'm probably going to talk about that for the rest of my life or until Food Hero changes it. And I think that that's actually a really great buy. I got 8.5 pounds of lean ground beef, and it is lean ground beef. It's nice ground beef, and pork chop and boneless stew beef. So I know I said I spent 54.57. I'm probably going to hit about 60 when everything is said and done. Maybe less than that. I would like to get some onions. And I don't know, none of these places when I was in there did I think, oh, I need onions. That kind of happened after the fact when I was looking through the fridge. One last minute, thing saying, do we need anything else? And we do. We need onions. So let me know what you think about all of these items. I know it seems crazy about burgers. Burgers again, but keeping in mind why I bought these burgers, this different style, and that in the grand scheme, I only paid $1.81 cash. To me, that's totally worth it. It's not a hardship for me to fit them into the freezer, nor any of these other things. We've been doing really, really great in getting everything organized. And last week was very, very heavy on produce. This week, we're very heavy on meat. Sometimes life just goes in cycles. Well, thoughts are welcome. It's nice out now, but it hasn't been that nice. The last few days, we had a torrential downpour on Friday, and actually our power ended up going out for 12 hours. So not just us, everybody on our side of the lake, we lost power around 8 o'clock. Actually, it was longer than 12 hours. Just trees came down on the line after the storm was finished. My garden took a little bit of a beating. Let's check it out. This is the beautiful azalea that we put in last year. It's white with hints, or cream with hints of yellow and peach, really pretty. None of these really were blossoming, and then the rain happened. Everything is looking kind of haggard. This is growing really well. I have really high hopes for this to become nice and big. Flowers on my rhododendron took quite a beating, and you can see here, petals. And it was kind of disappointing this year. We only got 4 blooms. I had way more than that last year. So hoping for a better year next year. One thing that seemed to thrive after the rain is my peonies, and I am going to have tons of blossoms when these actually do blossom. I am really looking forward to it. Rhubarb has not liked that rain so much. It's looking a little bit haggard. However, you can see here all of my asparagus coming up well. You can see water everywhere, water everywhere. It was quite torrentially raining. Hostas buried in water. Puddles everywhere. Side house is really looking great. Those are my butterfly bushes. Everything looking really good. This purple, that is a loosestrife, and this is also loosestrife. This is yellow loosestrife. They're going to be beautiful. This is a climbing hydrangea. Just really happy with everything. Oh, my hosta is kind of overpowering my sage here. I'll have to think on that. Yeah, everything's looking great. Some of my hanging baskets. A little worse for wear. Amazingly, my petunias, which normally get slimy from the rain, have perked right up. They absolutely love it. And yes, Graybeard is checking out what are we looking at, what's going on. More baskets. This one's got some purple. Very, very pretty. And these are the baskets on the front. The hummingbird feeder, which we just filled up, is empty again already. They're greedy little things and they're hungry. These are potatoes that we are growing in containers. They are doing well. We have these inside our plastic greenhouse. You know, just one of those ones that has a frame and you put the plastic, it's like a plastic bag, goes over top of it with a zipper. And these are in the shed. Not the shed, in the greenhouse on the deck. You guys are gonna start to think that we're burger crazy. I can't help it though. Like when you can get them for that price, we barbecue all year long. So you guys have watched lots of these videos. You know, we do not wait only until the summer to barbecue. We are a equal opportunity, equal seasonal opportunity barbecue family. So doesn't matter how many burgers we have, we will eventually eat them. It just makes sense to stock up on them, especially when, you know, I can get 4 boxes for $1.81. Like that's just crazy. Why wouldn't I stock up on them? I'm really happy to stock up on the ground beef. I had bought some farm fresh ground beef last year, and I'm getting down to the last couple packages of that. I do have some ground beef in the freezer, but besides for that, but not a lot. So this was a smart opportunity for me to stock up at $3.75 a pound. It's a great buy for 2025. It's a good buy for 2025. And in my local area, I didn't have to drive. I know I can get a really good deal on lean ground beef if I drive into Gateway, but I haven't been to Gateway. I don't have any future plans on going there soon. So this was a really good opportunity for us. Check out the video up and coming on Friday. That will be our meal video for the week. And of course, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I would really appreciate it if you would do so. It will help me. And like, shares, and comments, they help me as well. But also, like, I just really like reading the comments and I like responding to the comments. So thanks everybody for supporting my channel for the past couple of years. I really appreciate it. It's really fun for me.